Thank you, Germany, for having this very important meeting, especially for the region which I came, the Horn of Africa. In addition to the climate and COVID crisis, conflict in our region and other parts of the world is one of the greatest contributors to food insecurity. Conflict has distorted economic markets and driven up commodity prices, including the 3 F's, that is food, imports, fertilizer, and fuel. Conflict and drought has increased inflation in the region, in our region, that is the Horn of Africa, by more than 35%, raising food price by over 30%. Poorer urban households in our region are now spending almost 90% of the income of food alone, for food alone. The Horn of Africa stands on the front lines of not just food insecurity, but famine-induced disaster. In the last 1 month, that increased by 23%, from 40.4 million in May to 49.4 million in June. 90.3 million of the population of the region are facing severe food insecurity, and over 218,000 facing famine and starvation. That number will continue to increase in Somalia. I'm very happy that a lot of people have mentioned the situation in Somalia. And most importantly, I want to mention also the challenge of facing about the livestock, that the region already lost more than 7 million heads of livestock. Our region has the largest displaced and refugee population in the world, hosting 13 million of nearly 20% of the global displaced population, consisting of 4 million refugees and 9 million internally displaced peoples. Indeed, 6 out of 10 of the world's largest refugee camps are where I come from. This situation of displacement are highly reliant on the diet of vegetable oil, wheat, and maize-based food from Ukraine and the United States. By addressing the global food crisis, we will also be averting chance of evolving political crisis, not only in our region, but in most parts of the continent. This is a critical concern, particularly in regions like IGAD, where there is a youth bulge, with over 65% of the population is aged below 35, and over 70% of the population is underemployed. In this regard, the IGAD position is that the peaceful resolution of conflicts throughout the world remains the most sustainable way of establishing and ensuring food security in the long run. IGAD is ready to support international and regional partners and strategies that unite the world against food insecurity with the regional policies and short strategies we have in place. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Secretary Gabeyu.